Hello and welcome to another video. So today I decided to revisit the Open Great League. I did 4 of my 5 sets today. The other set that it wasn't Open Great League was just the usual Wish Cash, Shadow Machamp, Noctowl backline, went 3-2. No video for that. You've seen enough of that team. But for today's team, we are revisiting the team I ran during Go Battle Day for 11 sets. Actually, it was more. I just only recorded 11. But it is Trevenant in the lead with non-Shadow Walrein and Noctowl in the back. Let's get right into this first set. Hopping into the first match versus Nidoqueen. So, pretty neutral. Nidoqueen will win this in the ones just because those Poison Fang debuffs add up and the Poison Jabs will start ripping even more after a Poison Fang. I do let the first one go through because if they're not, well, if the opponent's not thinking as much, they might throw their second Poison Fang trying to CMP tie my Trev, and that's not going to work, assuming I go for 2 Seed Bombs. Sometimes I go for Shadow Ball, but sometimes I go for 2 Seed Bombs, and this is best case scenario. CMP tie, chip damage, and I got a shield. This is great. They do undercharge, they recognize that, so that's smart of them. I will farm down with my Walrein, and I will let this move go through. It's not worth shielding. Let's see what they have in the back. Okay, I have an Umbreon, and yeah. Whew. Gonna be an uphill battle because they got a Walrein. Noctowl does not want to see this, so I'm saving both my shields for my own Walrein and just praying to God I can outpace. It's like, please, please. So, yeah. Sky Attack after Sky Attack, and then it'll be Icicle Spear after Icicle Spear. I don't know if my voice is a spoiler or not because I remember this match. It's like, ugh. So, yeah, spoiler alert. So I'm just going to go for these Icicle Spears for days, get some popcorn, get a snack if you haven't, going to be a bit. I will shield up these foul plays because, you know, maybe I'll time out, and win because I have more HP. Who the heck knows? Gotta love the Umbreon matchups. I am trying to time this as best as I can. Overfarm as much as I dare. They don't shield, so like now I gotta farm all the way down. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna make it. And they get there, and it's what a tough match. I don't even remember my energy. Maybe I could have played that a bit better with the energy management. I don't know. That was just a rough game to start. Returning to the Open Great League. Right, on to the next match. Sometimes I'm like about to go into a remix. I'm like, I don't want remix. I'm trying open. All right, terrible lead. We're going to swap right away into Noctowl here. Walrein's a bit of a better counter just because it outpaces. Then we get Bastiodon. So already not a great secondary matchup. Pardon the fist clapping there. It's like, this is terrible. Are they prepared for Noctowl Safe Sauce now because of all the videos I've done? Including Zerfelrosky running it? It's like, help. So I'm going to farm up. I will be shielding the Trevenant. I will be, going for a Shadow Ball. Hopefully they shield, that way I can get a couple Shadow Balls off, but, like, who knows at this point. They do shield, which is great, and then I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball of my own versus the Walrein, the Sableye, switch it to my own Walrein, and just hope to God that I can beat whatever's in the back, including, of course, landing an Earthquake on the dang Bastiodon. So lovely, so lovely. I will go for an Icicle Spear. And if I haven't used my shield already, I will definitely be shielding, as I will not be able to farm down. Unfortunately, I was trying to, but yeah, that wasn't going to work out. So, yeah, at least I'm loaded with energy. Let's just see what they come in with. Bastiodon, go for the Earthquake. They don't swap out. Great. The question is what they have in the back. And then it's a Medicham. And this was a mistake. I needed to risk that they didn't have Ice Punch and go for the Shadow Ball, and I would have won this one. Hint, hint, yeah. I'm hoping this is a putt. Maybe they'll make a mistake. But yeah, I know. It's just like, you got to know. I just panicked and threw the Seed Bomb right away. So that was definitely a battle where I know I made a mistake. As if they had an Ice Punch, it would have been over anyway. So like, and I don't think they had Ice Punch because like they went for Psychic unless they were BMing me. So yeah, I was just like, you got to know when to realize, like, hopefully you got to bank whether they have a certain move or not. If they have, it's over anyway. If they don't, then you have a chance. Next match, we got Stunfisk. So sometimes I go for Shadow Ball. More often than not, yes. But sometimes I bait with Seed Bomb and it works out. I will let this Rock Slide go through. I can survive 2 Rock Slides, no problem. I am at the back-to-back Seed Bomb, but I decided to go for Shadow Ball. Let's see the slants. It does. Amazing. I will survive the second seed bomb. A lot of times you'll see people try to snipe me, and sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't, and I'm able to get a move off. I will get this seed bomb off, which is great. Do they let it go? They do. Let's see what they have. Oh, it's a Trevenant! Guess who? Noctowl time! Whoop, whoop, whoop! And then they have a Pelipper. I decided to stay in since I didn't react quick enough. Go for a Sky Attack, and Walrein will just Icicle Spear the crap out of this bird, and, you know, Noctowl will be fine. I can save both my shields for the Noctowl, and just maybe go for a 2-shield flex. Who knows? Let's find out. They try to bait. Does not work. Yep, I'm just letting Noctowl go, would be the win con, and, you know, 2-shield flexing if I can. So let's just see. I'm just going to farm down. There's no need to go for double Sky Attack. If I need to, I will shield. So I'm just farming and farming. I am like 1 or 2 away from the back-to-back Sky Attack to win the match. So yeah, and I know I can survive a 3rd C-Bomb, so I'm going to be able to 2-shield flex this match after a heartbreaking 0-2 start. Well, you know, somewhat heartbreaking. It was just rough. So, we have a chance to go positive still. Yay! Excuse me. So, let's see if we can win the next 2. We started 0-2. Can we go 3-0? It's like, please. Terrible matchup. We're going to swap into Noctowl right away. And I think they're running Ember. Oh my gosh, imagine why. Walrein. So, I'm not shielding, hopefully, unless I can get to a second Sky Attack. I am able to get to land the first Sky Attack. Do I let this go? I don't. Oh, I do. I'll last second shield. They do sneak in, which isn't great. I am going to farm down. They have to throw their energy, thankfully, so this is great. I actually want to say I come in next with my Walrein to farm down, because it should. I think it would have reached an Icicle. Yep. They already had an Icicle Spear, and they threw it right away. Don't always throw right away. You never know what happens. At least that's my recommendation. I'm able to farm down. This is just another Icicle Spear. It is not an Earthquake. Had they held their energy, they could have gone for an Earthquake and gotten my last shield, potentially. And then it's a swapper in the back, so this game is going to be, it's not as terrible for me anymore, just because even though the alignment's not quite favorable, this is just a Hydrocan. It's not going to take me out. I will be just fine. And I just need to get rid of the last shield for Ninetales, and as long as I can get an Earthquake to get the shield and then get a Shadow Ball before it double Weather Balls, I should be okay. Here we go. I just don't know the counts of Ember, honestly. I know it's more than 12 turns, because I believe it's, and then 9 turns, because I believe it's 4 and 3 if it was a Fire Spin. Kanto Ninetales. I'm able to get to the Shadow Ball, I think, last second, and take this game. It's going to be a good game. Very well played by my opponent. Oh my gosh, we rebounded to an even 2-2. Let's see if we can make it positive. On to match number 5 in this set. Right, we got a Charm, Ninetales, or I'm thinking Charm usually, but it is Charm, so I will stay in. I will go for the Shadow Ball. Maybe not. Yeah, definitely terrible timing on the Charms. Maybe could have, you know, won the secondary matchup. But they expend the energy, so not the worst thing. I am going to let this go down and come in with Walrein to farm down. Get extra energy. I'm able to get 4 Powder Snows, which is pretty big. Oh, and then it's a Typhlosion, and then they got 2 Incinerates. So I believe I swap into Noctowl at this point. I do not. Okay, do I go for another one? Oh, I decided to go for Icicle Spear for some chip damage. They're at 4, so it's enough for Solar Beam if they want to boom me with that. But I will definitely let this go down. Noctowl's going to clearly be my win con since I let it stay in. I will shield this up. This is their second Blast Burn. Obviously need to do it. Typhlosion is definitely spicy for the Master League. And then in comes a Sableye. So we have a chance. If I can shield the return, even better. But Foul Play and return, shielding Foul Play, I might be able to still pull this win out. Do I let this go through? Do I not? I shield. It's a Foul Play, unfortunately. But I should be okay in taking a return, though. Granted, at this time, I wasn't sure. I was like, I should at least survive. How much? Oh, a fair amount. I'm able to farm down, and I had the double Sky Attack needed, so long as they don't sneak, which actually I think they're dry. So this game is over. GG's to my opponent. Very well played. I mean, I had to think about the energy management for that one. So we were able to go 3-2 in that set. Thank the Lord. Right, here's the second set. Hopping into the next set, of course. Hello. All right, here we go. Had to skip a little bit ahead. Took a bit for that one. Jellicent, great lead overall because both moves charge-wise are super effective. I will go for a Shadow Ball just on the off chance they no shield because they can live a Seed Bomb. Then they try to swap. I go into my Mana Bust. I did not think about this. I just reacted. Walrein, in theory, at the time, would have been the better safe swap. But I will let this play out. They are down to shield, which is great. So I will have a bit of an advantage. I will probably still be expending a shield. Either way, because Snarl won't farm me down. So I can win this secondary matchup if I want to, I believe. Ooh, actually not. They still have their shield, so never mind. I was wrong there. They go for an Ailey, so that was a great no shield. And then they swap back into Jelly. They give up swap. They give up the alignment. So I'm just going to shield. It's a Shadow Ball, thank God. I will farm up. I think they're only at a Bubble Beam. I'm not sure. But a Seed Bomb would take him out. Then I will farm this bird down, and I will shield this. Dark Pulse Airlace. I do not want this to hit. They go for Airlace, which is not the better move. They could have definitely gone for a Dark Pulse or Foul Play, whichever one they had. I totally forget. Then it's an Azumarill in the back. Okay, we got a chance here because I got a full health Walrein more or less, and I have already unloaded my second Seed Bomb here at the moment. So this is going to be great. And they realize it's over. They surrender. GG's to my opponent. Very well played. On to the next match. Pretty positive lead, though neutral positive, I'd say. I think this time, and I swap into Walrein. This is great. It's a great matchup, especially when you have two shields. It's a 2-2 shield, but this is running Dark Pulse. So, but I should be able to survive one more just fine because I am not a Shadow. But the question is, do I want to expend shields? Unfortunately, they do survive with 1 HP in a Dream to get their next Dark Pulse off. Not the greatest, and because this is good farm down range for the Azumarill. I will go for a Seed Bomb, and then I think I'm going to swap back into my Trevenant to avoid getting farmed down. You know, sometimes things just happen. I will let this go through, I believe. It's just an Ice Beam, and I'm full health, so I'll be okay. Then it's a Radiant Shield, so glad. Would have been better to shield the Ice Beam, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't think it would have changed the outcome totally, but I think I made it a tad easier in this case. They go for Focus Blast, which is smart, as a cheaper move, and they just want to get the shield out of the way. I go for Seed Bomb since I landed a Shadow Ball, and I hopefully can farm down, and I'm able to do so. And then I'm trying to go for Seed Bombs. I don't know what happened there. Obviously lag, but come on, y'all. Then I swap into Noctowl, and 2 Sky Attacks with the Wing Attacks in conjunction should be enough to knock out the Azumarill, and I can take an Ice Beam just fine, so I can shield up the next one totally fine, because I just got to farm up. That's the only play. And as long as they aren't one away from the next Ice Beam, we should be okay. And they realize I have double Sky Attack, and it's over. They top left, so GG's to my opponent. Very well played. On to the next match. Excuse me. Let's Stunfisk. Do I go for Shadow Ball or Seed Bomb? Let's find out. I go for Shadow Ball at the back-to-back Seed Bomb. And they do not shield, so perfect. They will get to 2 Rock Slides if they're smart. Well, and use them, of course. That's the thing. They will make it. The question is, do they use them? And they do. And then let's just see. Do they try to snipe? Because that happens often. And they try. And I go for a Seed Bomb. If they're counting correctly, they know I don't have a Shadow Ball. But they shield. And Noctowl can just farm down. So I will be up 2-1 shields no matter what happens here. And I can farm down. Because obviously the Stunfisk will not be able to farm down. Because I will survive with at least... I should be surviving in the yellow. With Noctowl. Noctowl is such a hard wall to Shadow Trev. It's amazing. You need the Foul Play or Dark Pulse, so whichever is that Dark type move for Trev in order to have any shot. But it's still pretty hard. They come back in with Stunfisk. I wanted to do Shadow Ball to guarantee the KO. And even if they shield, that was fine. And then I forget what they come in with. I'm going for Sky Attack, though. It's an Azumarill. Totally fine. And then I come with Walrein. They know it's over, so GG's to my opponent. Very well played, because I can just go straight Earthquake. I wouldn't even try baiting here. And yeah, on to the next match. Beedrill, so not the worst. X-Scissor will kind of hit hard. Hopefully it's X-Scissor Drill Run, which is the typical moveset. They do go for a move. I'm pretty positive this isn't Sludge Bomb, so I am going to let it go, and it is an X-Scissor. I will go for Shadow Ball just because I'm so low now I won't get to another move at this point. So they do shield, and then I will let the Trevenant go down and come in with Noctowl. This is definitely not a Sludge Bomb. I'm totally okay not shielding this. It's an X-Scissor, which makes sense. It's single versus double. Then I am going to stay with Noctowl for a little bit, and then do I get off a move? That is the question. I will shield this. Is it return? It's just a foul play. Nope. Okay, I'm going to go for double Sky Attack here, clearly. I do not. I decide to change my mind and go for an Icicle Spear, a Powder Snow down. What do they hit me with? A return? They do. Okay, not ideal, but at least I survive it because I'm not Shadow comfortably. Then it's a Cofagrigus. They know that makes sense why they brought that in because it won't do anything against Noctowl, especially with the shield. I'm just going to go for these Icicle Spears for days just to get damage and hopefully get a shield down the line. And hopefully this next one gets it. With 1 HP Nadream, I'm able to get to one final Icicle Spear and hopefully get a shield, which I do. Now I can just farm down with my Noctowl. Nope, I decided to go straight away for the Sky Attack because I can just Wing Attack down the Beedrill. And that is going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. On to the 10th match overall in this video, final in the second set. Trev Mirror. Alright, so most likely we're just going to go for Seed Bombs. It looks like we desynced for a hair, so I'm able to get to the Seed Bomb first by like one turn. Let's see if they shield or not. I will let this go. We did farm up to the Shadow Ball, so either way is totally fine. They do make it. They don't bait. They do bait, and then I'm able to get to a Seed Bomb because of it. I'm able to survive with 1 HP in a Dream, and they use both their shields. Noctowl time! Doesn't really matter. I'm going to stay in with Noctowl just so I don't give up Switch. And then I will... Oh, I do give... Well, not give up, but I do decide to swap. I will let this go. It's a play rough, I believe. Yep, so that causes a good amount of damage, but the beauty of being non-shadow is I have a bit more bulk. I will shield up the next one. Then I will go for an Earthquake. So this will get the Azumarill extremely low. I need to be strategic about when I use my final shield. I do decide to Icicle Spear to take out the Azumarill to guarantee I don't have to use the shield right then. Who comes in next? I thought they would come with Trev to Snipe or Seed Bomb, and that did not happen. So I probably lost track of the energy anyway. But I go for Shadow Ball, and do I shield this? I do not. I think Noctowl's going to go down, so getting to an Earthquake is my win con with the Ready Steel, provided they don't sack swap onto their Trevenant. And they don't, so I'm able to do this Earthquake. Hopefully it takes it out. Does it? It does, and I'm able to Powder Snow down. So that's a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Yeah. No good IVs in the Lickitung, but let's see. Alrighty, hang on a second here. Right here we have the third set here. So on to battle number 11. Beautifully, Diok DD, it's great. They realize it. I'm going to swap into my Noctowl as it's the better counter between Walrein and itself. And I want the Trev to be aligned with the DD if at all possible. But it's looking like I'm not going to be able to do that, even if I were to expend both shields. But I will expend one in order to get to 2 Sky Attacks for sure, as they will get to another Body Slam, I believe. But I will survive it at least. I'm able to get to the second Sky Attack, so this should be getting a shield. They do sneak a counter in through. Hopefully, they should be going for one more Body Slam, because I think I would have gotten to another Sky Attack, even with that sneak of a counter. So that's okay. I am going to farm down with Trev. I don't need a shield, whatever they throw. That's most likely Bulldoze. It's a Body Slam, which is even worse for them. I do farm down with Trev, and then what do they have in the back? Alright, Scrafty. So I gotta... Walrein's gonna have to face this DD if I can't win with Trev on the Scrafty. So I have to stay in. I'm just gonna go for Seed Bombs for days. Hopefully they don't sneak. And I also block the foul play. That's also another key thing with this win con here. Of my potential win con. And I block the foul play. Thank you, Jesus. I also have to be mindful of them not swapping into DD to catch a Seed Bomb, because that would be devastating. And now I have to decide if I want to launch a Seed Bomb or farm down, and I'm able to farm down. I have a Shadow Ball. It won't take it out, but a Seed Bomb will after that, and they should know it's a good game. Very well played to my opponent, but they decided to let me go for the Seed Bomb. So, there you have it. Excuse me. On to the next match. Right, terrible lead, Altaria, but I've been deciding to stay in sometimes to try to go for Shadow Ball and catch. Onto Noctowl. Unfortunately, a little lag happened there, desync, whatever, so they get the Sky Attack off, and I'm forced to shield because I don't want to waste the Shadow Ball here. It's like already not the best looking, you know, it's like... I will go for a Seed Bomb just to see what they want to do. Hopefully they shield, or not. And then, unfortunately, I just missed getting to that next Seed Bomb. That would have been huge. So I have to let this go. I will farm down with Walrein, but it's already looking like an uphill battle, depending on what they have in the back. And it's a Toxicroak. I do swap in, and it's a Walrein. And at this point, I do decide to play it out. So... And it got okay kind of close. I mean, it was like, it still ended the way you're all probably seeing it's going to end. But it did not top left this one, unlike others. So I go for a second Sky Attack. And that's smart on them because they can farm down with Toxicroak. So that was smart. And I won't have enough residual energy to beat this Toxicroak because I have to get to double Icicle Spear before they get to the next Mud Bomb. And unfortunately, yeah, I wasn't going to win. So good game to my opponent. I tried, but was not meant to be. Very well played. Right, hopping in, we got Skunk Tank. Not a great matchup, so I'm going to swap in a Noctowl, I believe. Yep, and I might shield this Crunch just because those poison jobs are adding up. It is a Shadow Skunk Tank, and Skunk Tank is glassy to begin with. So, going to go for a Sky Attack. Hopefully I wouldn't mind them letting it go through, but either way, a shield is fine as well. I can't make it to the second Sky Attack. Unfortunately, I will be coming in with Walrein, though. I will shield it up. Again, just even with no debuff, the crunches are just so good. And I'm able to farm and launch my Icicle Spear before they get to another move. So this should take out the Skunk Tank if they don't shield, which they don't. Then I swap into Trev, and then it's a Sableye, and I have to go for a Hail Mary some point in this matchup. I do shield the Foul Play. I have no choice. I go for a Seed Bomb. Maybe should have gone for the Shadow Ball, but I digress. It is a bait game at that point. So sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. So this is looking like a GG, so I'm still going to play it out. They do throw, which is big. Like, I need to farm down. Can I farm down? Unfortunately not. So I already know, though I'll play it out, that this is game over because I am just too low health to, do anything. So I top left there. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. On to the next match. Versus Bastiodon. So I do stay in here. I will be using a shield. So, not the greatest advantage, or it's not a good disadvantage either. So, but I will go for Shadow Balls. They do let it go, so when I farm up to the next Flamethrower they throw, I will have 2 Seed Bombs loaded, and if I time it right, I will be able to launch both of them before he gets to his next Flamethrower, because he's one turn away, I believe, if I did the right count. And I'm able to Shadow Claw down, so it didn't even need to use a second shield. I will go for a Shadow Ball on the Sableye. Do I land it? Do I not? Probably not. Shield, not surprising. And opponent farms down, but I will come in with, I believe, Noctowl? Nope, Walrein, never mind. And I will let this go through, I believe. Nope, I shield, and it's the return. Let's go. So, alrighty. I will go for the Icicle Spear. It won't take the Sableye out, but it will get it low, and I should be able to farm down at that point. Hopefully this is just a foul play. Let's see what they have in the back. It is a Venusaur, so this is going to be a good game. I will get the shield eventually, whether it's this one or if it wasn't that one, the next, as I got a fully healthy Noctowl in the back, and you know very well that Noctowl can totally tank a Sludge Bomb, no problem, and get to that Sky Attack. So GG's to my opponent. Very well played. On to the final battle in this set. Stunfisk! I wonder how this will go. Alright, they got Pelipper. I will bring into Walrein, as I will outpace it, at least when it's even energy. Pelipper, I believe, is still at least 1, maybe 2 wing attacks ahead. I will be going for these Icicle Spears. Earthquake would be double resisted. So, yeah, and then, do I shield? Yep, they're likely going for Hurricane. And I shield the Hurricane. Woo! So I may be down 2-1 shields, but I got a crap load of energy on my Walrein, and I will be going for an Earthquake, which is hopefully going to land. And bang! We landed. So I will go for these Icicle Spears. And I'm able to land it, so that's amazing. I will swap into Trev to snipe, and it's a Kafagriga, so this game is over. I just go for Seed Bombs to burn their shields and keep Shadow Clawing down, because Noctowl will survive 2 of any other Dark Pulses or Psychics just fine, and Walrein I think is like 1 away from another move, so this is fine. And they throw a move, even better, so yeah. They will know this game is over. I can't switch out, obviously, I'm locked in, and yeah, they know the game's over. GG's to my opponent. Very well played. Just checking out the showman here, but this set allows me to get to rank 17. So hang on tight and I'll get the next set going. Alrighty, here's the final set in the video. So we are currently, I believe, 11 and 15. Yep, and we're going to Digger's Beast. So this Fire Punch will do a solid chunk of damage, but I am just going to stay in here as all 3 of them do pretty decently against it. Seed Bomb will do for super effective damage. And then I believe I shield this. Trying to go for the Seed Bomb. They try to catch onto Trev. I will go for Shadow Ball. They should know I didn't throw my energy right away, so they will shield and Noctowl time. I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. I will have a crap load of energy. They know Diggersby will not necessarily want to come in on a loaded Noctowl, even though it's bulky. But we'll just see what's in the back. You know, it all depends on what's in the back. Righty, on to the next match. Trev versus Venusaur. Pretty decent. Sludge Bomb will still hit pretty hard, though. I will be going for Shadow Balls here. I do not want to bait in even 2-2 shield scenarios. Again, you know, you've been seeing me win lots of matches where I'm at a shield disadvantage, but I farm up with so much energy I'm able to overcome such a disadvantage. I will shield into Frenzy Plant. No! I go for another Shadow Ball. Good on them baiting me. Then comes in a Sableye. I do decide to stay in and go for a Seed Bomb. Hopefully I can make it to another one. They do let it go, and am I able to make it? I'm able to make it last second. Woo! So this will get a shield or take out the Sableye, and it takes it out. I'm able to swap into Noctowl. Maybe not the best decision, but I will, you know, live with it. It does take 3 Rock Slides to take me out, unless they want to madman farm me down after the second Rock Slide. So I will be going for Shadow Balls. And this game is still pretty comfortable, as I can just let Walrein close this. So this is, you can kind of see where this is going. This is going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Just sometimes with the proper management, you know, you set yourself up for success. Another Rock Slide. And they're going to go right away, so this is perfect. I can farm down with the Trev. Totally fine by me. And they come in with Sableye. I believe I shield this up, because either way, whatever move Stunfisk has will not take me out, because they're only going to get to 1. They realize it's over, and they surrender. So good game to my opponent. On to the next match. Stunfisk again. Who would have thought? So many Stunfisks in the lead. That's for sure. They go for a Rock Slide right away. I believe I'm able to sneak in a Shadow Claw. Granted, won't make a difference in getting to a second Shadow Ball before their second Rock Slide, but it does help, you know, a little bit. Extra Shadow Claw damage. I do go for another Shadow. I'm hoping to go for another Shadow Ball with that sneak, but it depends on when they want to snipe in with. I'm able to get to the next Shadow Ball, which is great. Does it land? Does it not? Bang, let's go. And then I swap out into Walrein, and at the same time they swap to Machamp. So already uphill battle, like, help! I'm able to outpace, though, thankfully. Even if they sneak in, which they do. But I will get to the second Icicle Spear and bring it very low. So hopefully I can knock it out, though, honestly. We'll see what happens. And we knock each other out simultaneously. So Walrein beats Machamp. then it's a Skydick. So this is going to be a bit of an uphill battle, just because they can sack swap, and Stunfisk still has a reasonable amount of HP when you compare it to that of a damage the wing attack does. So I am going to shield right away. Hopefully I can catch. Who knows? Let's see what happens. I will be going for these Sky attacks. And I go for a Shadow Ball. We'll just see what happens here. I'm not so sure anymore. I do swap, and you see, this opponent, yeah, I remember this one. This opponent won because I believe they won. Yeah, they just simultaneously, like, swapped both times I swapped. That was just, it's like 500 IQ play. Gotta give it to my opponent here. So, yeah, that's a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Oh, that was a rough loss. It was a great game, but it just felt like a rough loss, you know? But, yeah, you gotta give props to the opponent when they make plays like that. It's amazing. Another Altaria lead. Okay, not great. Hopefully no lag happens so I can get to the Shadow Ball before they get to the Sky Attack. They do sneak. They're clearly out of Sky Attack. I'm hoping to catch on Noctowl. They don't throw right away. They are farming up. Then they throw, so they have some residual energy. I don't know how much. It's hard to keep track of moves like Dragon Breath and Lock On. They come in with Noctowl, or not Noctowl, Vigoroth. I promise I can speak. And I will go for Sky Attacks. Hopefully I can get to 2 of them. I should live this Body Slam. The question is, can I live the counters? And it doesn't look like it. But I do. With 1 HP in a Dream, I'm able to get there. And bang! Obviously, I don't win the matchup, but that's okay. I will farm down with Trev. This is only a Shadow Ball. Or Body Slam. I am mixing things up. Help. I will swap into Walrein right away. To hopefully, get on the Altaria. But they come with a Ferrothorn. So, Icicle Spears for days. Not worth it really going for Earthquake right now. And hopefully I can shield 2 Power-Ups. Otherwise, I'm probably going to lose this matchup. So let's see if they want to bait with Mirror Shot, assuming they have Mirror Shot. So I'm going to let the first shield go up. Got to shield something at some point. And it is a Power-Up, which is great. Love, love, love. I will shield up the next Power-Up, if it is. And it is, so thank God. Alright, so I have a potential win con here. I will go for the Icicle Spear. Do they let it go? They don't. And then I don't react quickly to throw my Icicle Spear on the Altaria, which is a mistake. But I will take out the Altaria, and hopefully my Trev can farm down with Shadow Claw, being resistant to the bump. And then they do realize that, so they surrender. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. Right, Sableye, terrible matchup. We're going to go into Noctowl right away here. They swap into Zoomro, so not terrible. I will most likely soft lose this to get an energy advantage with Trevenant, I want to say. But that just depends on how much HP Azu has when the Noctowl goes down, assuming I follow that path. Usually I do, but sometimes I don't. You never know. It's a mind game. Going for their Sky Attack. Hopefully I can get to a third one. And I do, so hopefully they shield. If not, that's totally fine also, because I will just align the Walrein with the Sableye, which they do. And yeah, I decided to let this go down. I want to say I come in with a Trev. Nope, Walrein, I'm going to farm down, aggressive farm down. I will shield up the potential player up to preserve health, and even the shields up. And they come in with Sableye. They give up Switch again. So I'm like, this is fine. I don't want my Trev facing this Walrein. Then I will go for Icicle Spear, but that does tell me something in the back is weak to Walrein, so I have to keep that in mind. I'm trying to keep my Walrein healthy, but fortunately I did use my shield on foul play, and they get another one going. I do go for another Icicle Spear. I just have to hope it's something my Trev can, with teamwork on Walrein, beat in the back, and it's a Altaria. So, and I should have swapped that right away. This was my mistake, as you can see what's going on if you can count. They will get to a Sky Attack before my Shadow Ball. That's going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. So, yeah, that was the final battle in all 4 sets. So I went 14-20 with this team, and then I went another 3-2 with the mundane Remix Cup team that you've seen a few times already. So 17-8 for the day. Not too terrible. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.